Go. Gotta wait for it. I think Rich needs to get out of his vehicle and just ride a fucking speedy ass mother or something. I don't know how this works. Oh, hang on. We got there's a yellow waypoint. Follow that, Mark. It is on me. Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. It's taking. Yeah, I see. Destination. Go to.
Don't follow who?
Don't follow Mark.
Looks like you're clear. Everyone thinks it's a break-in.
Who's dickhead? Which one's a dickhead?
It ain't heavy. He's my brother.
Oh, Paul, what are you doing?
It says help deliver the prison bus to the drop-off. So I think we got to help you. I think there's a bit of glitches going on. I don't think it's entirely.
The old glitch thing again.
Probably. I don't fucking know. I'm having a lot of fun tonight with this heist thing. I'm going to play this more. I think it'll be good. Oh god.
Oh boy.
I like him. He's my favourite cunt.
Richard is a cunt.
Yeah. Yep. What about me? What about me? What like?
The old ladies.
What like?
No, is that what they call old women now, is it?
We gotta wait for the prison bus. I don't know if we had to help. I'm waiting here. That was fun. How was the heavy suit? Did it work as planned? Oh, I see. Ah, look at the bar, guys. Look at the health bar and yeah. No, but look at the size of it now compared to the last time. It's bigger. It's like twice as huge. Yeah, that's what it does. Hey, that's a nice little trick, that. Oh, and guess what? We're wearing the helmets. Ah, that's good. Looks like my plan worked. Yeah. Move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Yay. Oh, I love this! This is fucking epic. I should play this more and more. Oh man, this is brilliant.
That was so stupid of me. Oh, man.
Oh, it's a shame Jess is selling this. It'd be fucking ace to have him on this. You got bronze, I got silver. Oh well. Ah, the RP's not too bad. Yeah, part 3 is going to be a little bit. Yeah, I think part 3, one's got to have a bulletproof car and the other drives a bus or something. Not sure how this is. Yeah, you got to rescue a guy. Then the trick I saw was get the guy, and the guy with the bulletproof car hides in the and you just mows down the noose from there. But with the special. Yeah, that'll be Paul's job. He's got the top aviation skills, so I'm not going to touch it. Right, now, if you guys will excuse me, I'm going to invest in some heavy armor. Alright, just give me a chance to... No. Oh my god, I'm listening to fucking All Saints of all fucking music. Why? Ugh, fucking hell. Ah, there we go. I'm close to all. Oh, don't tell me you like this crap. How the hell can you like this, Mark? It's like listening to torture. Oh, right, okay. Well, I got All Saints on. It's driving me nuts.
Oh, I remember that. We built this city.
It's alright, I've done it. It's alright, it's alright. It's just like, why All Saints? I got
What,
some...
you said you're cruising and watching a porno, what? Huh?
Oh, fucking hell. Everyone loves to make fun of Mark. I don't know why, it's just a pet. It's like their personal plaything or something. Ah, they're alright. It's just a shame Mark's leaving us. I'm Jesse, sorry.
Yeah, I'll miss the
Yeah.
banter.
Yeah, same.
Yo, Mr. Banter.
He's on Facebook at least. I'll keep
Yeah,
up
that's
to date.
true.
And I'll be coming down Bristol.
Oh, that'd be
So,
nice.
you know. Oh wait, I've always. What's I always say something, I always commit.
We'll try and
So
find
who's
out
that?
a good hotel for you to stay in. We'll try and find a cheapy one for you. Because there are right rip-off merchants in the centre. You don't want to stay at... I don't know. Depends where you want to... You're visiting family, so you might be living up North Bristol. Actually, Paul might
Yeah,
know
I've
because
gotta
he's
look
got
into
yeah, he's got family up there. He might know some hotels.
You'd have to look online. There's bound to be cheap hotels in Bristol.
Definitely, man.
There's a Holiday Inn, but you don't want to stay like a hostel or
That's
anything like that.
expensive, man. Fucking hell.
How much is a Holiday Inn?
I'm sure there's 90 something a night.
That
Yeah,
won't be a problem.
Centre's a bit pricey, not as pricey as London. Right, I've got my super
90
armor.
What's that,
90
Jeff?
quid, 90 quid wouldn't be a problem if I'm just doing it overnight.
Well, obviously you get what you pay for. It's going to be a top-notch hotel.
Well, I'd rather pay for that then. Anyway, I don't know what's going on yet. So as long as I know where this is the thing with like my family. Like there's just sometimes it's just like 1 minute they pop up at my house and I'm just like, okay, what now?
Okay.
Just,
I'm just gonna pre-warn you, Jess. I don't do nightclubs and I don't stay night in bars. I'm Mark's that
and you
kind of
know
guy.
what? I salute you for that.
Only
I am very similar.
because it's just the fucking violence and all that. I can't be arsed with that. I mean, Paul
Yeah,
loves it.
I know,
He loves the
Well,
atmosphere.
we'll go to
But
bars. Bars are alright.
yeah, it's just
Bars are-
fucking
Bars are
nightlife.
fine, but for Ryan, like, I could understand. I don't do nightclubs myself.
I just
haven't
don't.
gone
I
to a
don't.
nightclub in years.
I don't want to get involved with some man grow drug. He wants
Any
to fucking rape.
beefs, yeah.
He's got a ginger
Exactly.
fetish and wants to rape me or something. I don't know. Or if I kill him and I get a criminal record. That would be nice though. I'd love to meet up with Jesse at last. I like him.
Yep, that'll be fun then.
Yeah, I
But I
remember
can
meeting.
understand your stance on nightclubs.
I remember meeting Phil in Birmingham. That's fucking a long time ago. That was like 8 years ago. That was funny.
That's another
Yeah.
place I want to go as well.
Yeah, I went
um,
there a couple of times. It's okay. I don't know what it's like now. Oh, did you send an invitation? Oh, Paul left.
Paul Williams
has
gone
left.
off to his deck clear, bro.
I'm just gonna quickly get a drink, Paul. I'll be right back. I'm just getting a quick cold drink.
I swear, capture the flag must be the best game mode in this game. So fun to play. Ooh.
Are you starting the third heist, are you?
Look at these guys just coming in with their gun.
I think I'm gonna go off GTA for tonight and play something else. I'm having network issues with this game.
Oh yeah, how you finding Black Ops 3?
Me?
Yeah, man.
I've only been playing as the zombies. Black Ops 3 though, I got to start playing the multiplayer again because they got loads of double XP and they're really trying to entice people back into it.
Right,
Do you know why they do that?
Oh god.
Do you know why? They've done it here on Modern Warfare Remastered. They're just trying to rank everyone up quick so people can just jump on the
On my way,
Black Ops 4s. It's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
A lot of people are boycotting.
3.
A lot of people are boycotting Black Ops 4 heavy, bro.
I wish I could play Black Ops 2, but I'm unable to, unfortunately.
But I think
also, do you know what else, Jesse?
Yeah, go on.
Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 maps are coming on Black Ops 3. They're doing that now as well.
You mean Black Ops 1 and 2 and 3 maps come on 4, you mean? Not 3?
No, they're coming on 3.
They're coming on 3 now? Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
they're trying to entice you, they're trying to bring back the old maps now. I think they're trying to drum up interest.
Wow, they must be real desperate right now. They'll be desperate. Call of Duty is going at all stops, man. They know they're going down the drain, man.
Yeah.
Going down the cray train.
They're suffering.
They are suffering because of their mistakes, bro. They're donuts. They know the fans want Modern Warfare 2 remastered. They didn't bring it out, right? They know they don't want boots on the ground and this futuristic stuff, yeah? They brought it out on Black Ops 4, bro.
Bakes. Sorry to interrupt, Jeff.
It's common sense. Sorry,
Bakes. No, it's alright. We're just playing a heist. Bakes. I know you're at the cop station. We're at the cargo ship. Do you know what we need to do? Because we haven't played this. Alright, okay, we're trying. We're gonna do our assignment. Well, I think we'll be alright. Okay, mate. Alright, I think you got the hard mission anyway, potential cut. Yeah? Why the hell are we driving this? Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's a shame you can't control your missus, Mark. She's got you wrapped around her little finger.
Oh, that is savage.
It is very savage. I know, Alright, sorry, Mark. I was only joking.
I know, you know he's joking, but oi, that's a little bit low there.
It's alright. Mark gives as good as he gets, trust me. Sorry, Mark.
The trolling, the high level troll, man.
I'm terrible.
Take it to a new level, man.
Nah, I'm trying. My trolling days are over.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, true.
I gotta like not antagonize other people because I'll just get psychos stalking me and try to harass my family and all that. Yeah, I will get punched from Mark on Wednesday. Did you know about the new gym, Mark? It's opening opposite Asda. Yeah, I might join it. It's $14.99. Be easy for me. Don't have to spend money on bus fares and all that jazz.
Up the Bemmy.
Up the Bemmy, mate. Yeah, that used to be a library.
Bemmy, that sounds a bit.
No,
I don't know.
Bemmy.
Yeah.
Bemmy.
I don't know why.
Bemmy is like Bristolian slang for Bemitster, South Bristol, but South Bristolians call it Bemmy. That's the lingo. We got weird lingo in Bristol.
You know when you talk about
Jamaicans call it.
What did Jamaican? Yeah, Bemitster.
Beminister. Okay.
That's what some West Indians call it.
Well, what do West Indies call it?
Because you know what was the odd thing, right? Yeah. Sorry, go on, Paul. Yeah.
No, some people call it Bedminster anyway, so I'm interrupting. Carry on, Jesse.
Sorry. How did I give you time to... Oh, man. what's it? There's I'm sure there's a train literally directly from where I live, right, Clapham Junction, straight to Bristol. Cause that name sounds familiar, and I've seen it on the train, like literally on the train.
We have a station, Bemitster Station.
Bemitster. Do you know if the railway service is called
Temple Meads?
It's
yeah,
called Southern.
Southern
Yeah,
Rail.
Southern Rail. Alright, there you go. That's all I need to know.
Yeah,
so
Temple Meads is run by First. There are the stations.
Yeah.
There's a couple of stations in South Bristol. There's the Parsons Street one, and then there's the Bemitster one.
Okay. Yeah,
But
so
you have to get like, let's say if you have to visit Poole, you have to get like get off the bus and get like you probably have to get a bus to South Bristol Hospital, and that's where Poole will probably meet you. I don't know how we're gonna plan it out. It'll probably have to be a centre meet-up.
we'll figure it out.
Rich, do you fancy meeting up with Jess and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Remember the promise I made, right? Fish and chips for Paul.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
We're gonna get fish and chips at Witherspoons or something. Yeah, we all live in South Bristol, but so yeah, Sarah's where all the money's at. Yeah.
I've been to Witherspoons before.
Yeah, that's the cheapest. We got to do it stealth. Oh shit! I haven't got anything stealthy. I didn't know we got to do this stealth. Oh man. Maybe we can use a sniper rifle. How about that? I haven't bought a silencer because I didn't know I need to do stealthy. Because
I like silencers. Any game, silencer.
oh, you know this. Oh, you know this one. I don't have a suppressed pistol. Maybe we have to. I think we can do this guns blazing, and we got heavy armor, so let's do it. Let's do this, babe, man. I'm not here for some stealthy motherfucking shit. That's Jess's neck. That's Jess's.
Stealth, I'll probably say stealth is one of the keys to kill more Paul. No,
Alright, I'm just killing some enemies for you.
one of the keys. Unless you have like stupid amount of firepower, then you can kill like the whole.
Right, are you alright? Yeah, you're a bit slow with their heavy armor, but at least you get some good resistance.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Yeah, we're doing alright at our end. I think we're getting close to a container. Right, someone's shooting at me, I don't know who. Hang on, Mark, there's one close to us. I don't know where he's shooting from. Fuck. Yeah. I wonder if we can climb up. This mission reminds me of the one in GTA 4 that I used to do to get fucking platinum. That was a bitch. Alright. I think there's...
Go on. Go on. Yeah, we captured the flag. Done though.
Alright, give me a sec. Right, got some heavy armor on. I should have bought some light ones. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just heading to you and I don't know how. I'm just... Hang on. Yeah. So I got... Don't go too far because I won't be able to cover you and shit. So what? What's the trick? Yeah. Right, let's come back to where we were, because... Alright. Alright, okay. Ah, okay, thanks mate, sorry.
There's a shotgun, get my shotgun.
I would, but there's a red dot down there, have you killed him? Oh my god, someone's fucking angry.
The car's in the container. Shoot the lock to open it up.
Ooh, that was nasty. That was very nasty.
I think it's this one. Okay. You can drive. I don't feel confident. Because I don't know what... Oh, okay. Right. How come... Oh. Right. No, I'll follow the waypoint. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Ooh, that guy got scared. He saw the shotgun, he started backing away.
We're nearly done with our end, boys, so... How you doing with the police car? Oh, we don't have to deal with any pigs. Come on, Mark, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Right, I'm driving, you have to deal with them for me, I can't do everything by myself. Do my best. What are you shooting at? Alright. Well, I'm waiting for the pigs to leave me alone. Ah, there's one above us. There's one in front. Oh, fucking police.
Where are you at with that car? I was worried about it taking damage. Now I'm worried about how many miles it'll have on the clock. Plot a course to my driver and follow it quick. Maybe one day you'll file a few patents, head up some research projects, bring that knowledge into the boardroom, and be able to afford to go
Oh, look at this little camper.
Until that day comes, don't think about driving around like you own it, okay? Pronto, people.
Right, get rid of this red car that's behind me. Throw a grenade or something, I don't know. Or a sticky bomb if you got some. Don't hold it too long. Right, I'm gonna...
Station team have the schedule.
Right, I'm gonna make my stand here and get rid of them. Come on, get rid of them. Right, got rid of them. Let's go. Not quite.
This is too funny to play. Oh my gosh, this is too funny. Oh man. See this man.
Right, I'm out. It's fine. Yeah, it's a police vehicle, we're just fine. Place to hide. Is there an alleyway we can hide here? Right, make a waypoint to an alley that we could use to hide.
Bam!
Alright, try here.
Capture the flame.
Might have to go to... Right, done. Right, we're on our way, Bakes, alright? Alright, how's Rich doing? Yeah. I can't hear Rich. Alright, sorry. We thought we had mic problems or something. How are you finding this heist, Rich? Do you enjoy it? Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing this over and over. Actually, Mark and I, we're doing pretty good. Mark's doing most of the work though.
Oh! So close to getting my heli.
Do we get a penalty for the damage of the car? No. Well, not sure if we can go to Los Santos and get it fixed, or no. Can it not be done? Oh, that's a shame. Check the map. How far we got to go? How long is that going to take? Yeah, we're on our way. It's just taking a while for us, and I'm driving very carefully. I'm not being stupid because I know. Oh, cruising with players, 200 RP. That's all right. I say, okay, my lord. Yeah, we can do it with Paul. Well, it's Paul. Paul, do you want to join? Is he in? Oh, am I having Mike?
Heroes. Heaven.
You should be able to.
Is it Black Ops 3 on the PS3 or the PS4?
PS4.
Oh. Wait, did I say on top? No, it was...
Yeah, well, I got distracted because you were like talking about leaving it. It got me worried. Wonder how many more heists are there to do. Yeah, sorry, my fault. Let me reverse.
Almost there. My driver's been mainlining junk energy drinks and downloading soft rock classics for a 40-hour drive to Central America. And she'd really appreciate it if you hurried up and sent her on her way.
Yeah, sorry, my fault. Right, we're done now.
Hey,
There we go.
out. Taking over.
Oh, that was alright. Hey, I got plat. Oh, I got a nice reward out of it. Alright, Mark, when you free, are you free tomorrow? Oh, lovely. I'll play with you tomorrow then. Alright, buddy. See you in a bit.
See you, Mike. Me.
Right, I'm gonna join, heists. Hang on, I'm just gonna get my armor sorted up. Paul, it's your game, so you might have to deal with the sending Paul an invite. Yeah, before I do anything, I'm gonna... Yeah, that's the closest one. I just need to get to an ammunition first and max out my armor.
Win. Come on.
Yeah, that's you have to invite Paul. Yeah, see you later, Mark. Thanks for your help. Yeah, I'm just gonna max out my. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I'm quite confident that we'll be able to do the heist now. Because we got like the heavy suit and all that on, so it's gonna be epic.
If you need advice, I am a weapons expert.
Alright, I'm joining you now. I got what I need. Yeah, see, I have to I sent him a message saying jump out, rejoin. The ball is in his court. At least the heists are recorded, so it should be. Don't see why it shouldn't be. Just waiting for Rich to join now. That's alright, we'll just wait for Rich. I don't know why Paul's not responding. Hang on.
That's some BS.
If Paul doesn't join. Hang on.
Oh,
Just waiting for some. Hi Mortify, we're just waiting for people to join. Fuck knows what might. I'm having problems with my Facebook. Yeah, good night. how my Facebook's acting weird. Hello.
Your mum's gone to bed.
Yeah. No worries. I'll
Universal language that means Europeans understand that we are kaput.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see you later. I know, he's awkward that way. He just wants to play that fucking shit all the time. What's this? I think he's doing something. He's probably on the phone or something. What I could suggest is, oh, he's invited. Maybe I'm sending a cool kid an invitation, but I don't know if he's joining us unless he's playing with someone else. All right, sorry. Oh, he's online. It's alright, I found him. He's on Facebook. Apparently we can restart, we can still play it as long as you host it. We can still play it from... It does save the progress. It's only saved as the heist leader, so if you're the leader of the heist, it's still saved, so... So it's totally up to you now what you want to do. Do you want to play some racing, or... Yeah, he's a pain in the ass sometimes. Rich, no, Paul. Paul's just like, I don't know, he's just not fucking connecting. Yeah, same. Fuck knows where Mike is. I thought he's available. We'll just have to do some races in the meantime. Oh, his battery died. Right, sent him a message. He said his battery died, and I'm like, well, okay. So I'm gonna just try and get him in the chat if I can. He's...
How the hell did I do that? What the fuck? Oh, I do? Okay, cool.
Right, I'm just waiting, fuck knows where Mike is. I don't know why fucking Paul delays. If you don't want to join, just say so. Oh, no.
Maybe he's not there. Was
He
he
did-
busy playing or?
He did
His mic
say
might-
he
mic-
said his mic died, so I'm assuming that he can still hear us. Alright, Bakes, we'll just do a race in the meantime or something, or... Alright. Right, I'm gonna do a job. Play job. Rockstar created. What kind of races they have? Like, I was hoping to do like a flying race. Oh, an air race. Okay. Right, I got an air race started if anyone wants to join. How many laps should I put on for Bakes? 3? Oh, don't tell me I can't hear him now. I'll put it on for 3. Right, you're all invited. Just waiting for you guys now. Oh, he's just a pain in the ass. Paul, if you can hear this, you can be a pain in the ass sometimes. It's just like the fucking responses. He's being like, it's like a woman sometimes. It's like, I don't know. So, can't be bothered with mind games. I don't care if he's not got his mic on. We'll still be able to do it. No one's not joining. That's a shame. Do you want to do a race and then we shut off? Yeah, Rich, we could still do the heist tomorrow. Paul's just got to be the one to host it. So everything's good.
Oh my god, I got so smoked out last night. I think I blew a guy. No, he's a celebrity. I totally could not do it. You know how I do it. See you at the casting call later.
Oh, I found a good way to max out my shooting skill. I might try that. No, there's another way you can shoot pigs with a shotgun. You just got to find this shop. I'm just looking at the video now and just use that. Oh yeah, Jay, you heard about the Roxanne pallet shit? Oh my god, it's fucked up.
Roxanne Pallet. Never heard
Yeah,
of it.
I'll send you the link, and she's just, she was a soap actress, and it was Big Brother, it's this Big Brother thing going on, and
Yeah.
she was with another soap actor called Ryan Thomas something. He was a Corey actor. He was like play fighting with
Ryan
her.
Thomas. Wow.
Yeah, right.
The similarities to your name and his.
I know, but he's better
Wow.
looking, unfortunately. But anyway,
Go on.
he was play fighting with her, and then she started accusing him of hurting her. She started crying to Big Brother that he's like assaulting her
actually
and
in
stuff.
the house.
Yeah, in the house, and then all hell broke
Jeez.
loose. Anyway, her thing backfired. She had to apologise to the public and all that, but everyone's calling her an evil cunt and everything's karma. Oh, I love it. She's sick and everything because she knew that she was just playing up the Me Too shit for publicity and all that and for money.
Yeah, man. That's what's going on. Like, the sad thing about the Me Too movement, right, is it overshadows the real problems that like abuse victims actually have to deal
Yeah,
with, because
yeah.
there's so many like false false allegations.
I know,
It's just-
that's why.
It's just so sick.
That's why I don't date. I just don't want any involvement with whatsoever, because if I ever
Oh,
get an
really?
allegation, or you know, he starts saying, "Oh, I assaulted her sexually or physically," I'm shit. I'm in the shit. That's it. I'm in the shit.
People just don't get, man. But
No, I'm just not gonna risk, especially if I'm not clued up on how chicks are.
yeah.
It's just sensible for me to avoid crazes in my life, and there's so many crazes out there, so many.
Yeah, I've dealt with a few.
I know you have. Rich has too.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, you're I'm running a live stream, but all your voices are muted. It's just they can only hear me. That's about it. So just thought I'd let
That's
you
all
know.
good. It's all good, man. Thanks for letting me know.
Because there was a live stream where someone had a go at you for your views. And I thought, oh shit, I better not host you again.
Wait. Someone.
Yeah, someone took offence to your views about England and immigration and overpopulation, and all that. And even though you're black, saying all this, you're not like a white person. You got a bit of
Funny,
white.
isn't
You got
it?
a bit of white in you, but you know you're
Yeah,
like 8%
it's not
black
that
or something.
much.
Not
Yeah.
that much.
This is people like that don't get. It's like I don't have no problem with immigration. It's the point where immigration is in Britain that it causes problems here. If we fix our country now, then we can now, when we're back to
I won't tell him.
economy. I'm just gonna call it the eco, alright?
Economy.
Yeah, economy, because I can't even get that word out.
That's all right.
Right? That's when they could come back. Like, I don't see a problem with that. Just like, even Donald Trump was saying the same thing. He said, hey, I just want to close the borders 80 days so we can fix majority of the problems. Oh, it's racist. No, it's not, bro. It's not racist, bro. It's not.
I don't necessarily think so. I'm not gonna go out and hurt people because of different
Exactly.
nationality or ethnicity. I'm not like that. I'm not that kind of a person at all. But I do acknowledge that something needs to
There's
be
certain
done
things,
to curtail the numbers. I mean, look at India and China. That's the poverty. Poverty is rife in India and China because of like overpopulation and all that.
Overpopulation.
Granted, our colonial days didn't help much. British colonial days didn't help much.
No, yeah.
No, it didn't. I mean, it ruined a lot of people's lives. What the British Empire did was far worse than the Germans in comparison. I mean, it's true. I'm not saying it as a social justice war or some sort of leftist or whatever. It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's historical fact. I mean, we invaded,
Yep.
we raped, we took resources from Africa, we stole gold, minerals, and all that. You know about the Gold Coast, right?
Yeah, I know. I've got an idea of the Gold Coast.
You know, it's called Ghana now, but that's probably where all the Afro-Jamaicans, all the Caribbean ancestry comes from the Gold Coast, most predominantly Gold Coast.
Yeah.
All the
Yep.
slaves come from Gold Coast, right? We stole their resources, their gold, all diamonds, you name it, just to benefit us. And we also came up with concentration camps. Anti-Semitism was rife in the 1930s, for example. Even though we did have a Jewish prime minister, Italian Jewish prime minister called Disraeli, but he was he acted like a Christian, but his background was Jewish, you know. But yeah. There's been a lot anti-Semitism in this country for whatever reason for ages. I'd never had a problem with Jewish people or whatever. Well, you're Israelite, aren't you?
No more, not anymore.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just left that shit.
Okay.
Let's just put it this way, right? It's like you read the book, right? And you're just like, I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff they say is right? But how can I put it this way? You know when you know too much, right? And then you do your research and then you know that at a point that there's something not right here, right? That's the conclusion I came to. I'm just staying as an atheist. Like, I just cannot be asked. Like, I'm aware that yes, there is there's people with different cultures who have different beliefs, and I understand that. It's like you could, it's stupid. It's like, I'll give you an example, right? Say for example, I say I'm right? What I'm practically saying now in the UK, right, is I'm a bunch of religious people, right, that is basically going out in the street cursing people down.
Yeah.
It's basically what I'm saying. That's what people are going to think when they hear Hebrew Israelite, alright? And the reason why is because there's certain factions out in the UK, right? Like, there's this group called the ISUPK, right? And if you actually read the book, like the Bible and whatever, everything they're doing is completely opposite in regards of what's in there. So what I'm just doing now is knowledge that yes, I have got this knowledge. Yes, I was born as a so-called, like, I was baptized as a Christian, right? But then I understand the doctrines of the Christian, but I still hold those beliefs to this day. But there's certain things I discard. Do you catch what I'm saying?
Understood.
Like, that's how I just see it.
Okay.
It's like, for me, it's like, I can't get into religion because it's like, okay, if I look into this book, oh no, this is some messed up stuff here. I go to another, really messed up stuff here. Go to another point. It's just, what's the point? Like, you know. But the thing is that in those books, yes, there's certain things you can take from and apply to your life that would not cause anyone. For example, I think the 10 Commandments are quite solid. To be honest, I think it's very, very solid. And I would say that through my life, the reason why I didn't have a lot of, let's say, problems coming, like for example, like beefs and all this craziness that black people going through, right, is because I just said, hey, look, maybe I should follow these 10 Commandments. I've done it. No harms came to me. So I'm like, what it's saying in the book makes a whole bunch of sense, because it's like nothing's came towards me. No one's tried any stupid stuff with me, and the people who have stuff with me were always, majority of the time, were in the wrong. But and the thing is it's been proven. It's like it's been documented. So it's just a mad world. Like London's just crazy right now. London's just turned into a boiling point, because you can just look at different points. You can just look. You can see, okay, this certain thing has a problem with another thing. Yeah. Right? You got it's weird. It's like all interlude, where everyone's just beefing with each other. It's just crazy, and it's not just. It even starts from religion. It could start from even race, and it's just like, damn, I just need to get the hell. That's why I just keep myself to myself. You know. That's just, you don't understand how frustrating it is. Like that's why if say for example I had money, right, I probably would move out of London, and I'll probably find a quiet area to live. Let's go there, because it's like there's a lot of foolishness going around London. It's like I don't know what the government
I reckon there is, and I know it must be very frustrating for you.
It is. So the thing is like what I have to do is I basically have to adapt, like literally on the fly to the bullshit. That's how I basically succeed. So for example, right, is like I don't look to the government for help. Like if it's there, yeah, I will take. But I am looking into solutions in terms of, how can I help myself without the government? Like least government help as possible. That's how I how do I become off the grid and still be able to do. In London city, in a suburban city, that's gonna be very difficult. But the thing is there is certain things you can do to put in place. For example, if you have your own business, yes, they will take tax. But
yes,
if you have money, if you make a certain amount of money anyway, the tax will not be much of a big deal. But yes, they are still going to tax you. That's just reality and something you have to accept. Another example, right, is the healthcare, right? Even though I have a really great doctor who is just absolutely amazing, and her name's called Dr. Ban, right? The thing is I gotta look at myself and say, hey, look, I don't want to actually see the doctor. I do not want to see you, because I want to be that healthy to a point where I'm like, I don't need to see you. I do not want to see your face. Even though you're a very nice person, it's like, no, I do not want to see you. That's literally the mindset I have. So for example, that's why I go to the gym and I basically eat healthy and just do that. And that's literally taking one part of the government out. Alright, now you take another part of the government out, it's obviously marriage, relationships and kids. Alright, it's just like, try to explain, like there's no point even explaining, because obviously in a state where they haven't actually looked into things how I've looked into things, right? It's like, and obviously like how you have as well, right? It's once you come to that conclusion where you've had enough experience with X relationship or X situation, you actually see what is the benefit or what is the value of being a father in this generation. There really isn't. No. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not trying to be negative, I'm trying to be realistic. I spoke to fathers, right? And I've spoke to people who are single, who are coming into my age, and it's just clear as day. It's day. For example, right, I'll give you a strong example of this, right? Is I try to explain, look, like this guy's in this relationship with obviously he needs to pick the right person, right? But even the right person is a lot more deeper than that, right? I try to explain to the dude, look, like there's a chick, right? Literally, you've married, right? You've gotten married, you've had kids, you've married this chick, right? and this chick is literally spending the hell out of your money on stuff that doesn't benefit the household. Do you catch what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it puts him in a strait because he now knows that he's in a situation where he has to literally work together because of the mortgage and all that good stuff. You dig? So the thing with that is, the way I look at it is, the more I could be more self-reliant and have less, let's say, strains on the government, the better. That's just how I see it. It's nothing to do with responsibility. This is what annoys me, is when guys come up to me and say, oh, you know, oh, it's because you're a man, you don't want to take responsibility. No, it's not that. It's like, I have to look at myself and think, hey, is this system, is this deal that I'm getting in, is it really worth it?
What you did is a cost.
Clearly not.
What you did was essentially a cost-benefit analysis, is what they call it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. All right, and it's just funny how people say, oh, you know, you don't know about responsibility. Okay, what about responsibility of my health? What about my responsibility of not getting a chick pregnant so that I don't have to deal with flipping child support and alimony and all that good stuff?
They love to deal in absolutes, don't they? I find people like that, they love to deal in absolutes. If you're a family person, you're the epitome of responsibility. You know, you are the quintessential. You're the quintessence of responsibility, you know. Yeah,
and I flipped the script on them once, and I said, okay, well, explain why there's so many. Explain to me why there's so many messed up relationships if it's about responsibility, then. And I basically said to him, all right, explain why there's so many fathers not in the households, then.
That's right.
So in reality, yeah, you could say, oh, you know, it's about responsibility, but it's not about being a father. It's actually being a good father. You dig?
Correct.
So it's like, get the hell out of here with that shit, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, well, so you want me to be in a situation where, oh, let me be broke, alright, when I know I don't have enough money to support a family, even if I was even say for example, was rich and successful. I've looked at the statistics again, right, regarding the British marriage rate. It is still almost 50% or even higher.
That's
now.
right.
Right? So why am I gonna do this? Why? You know?
I don't understand.
Just...
Some people try to justify it, well, we're built to be in relationship after relationship after relationship. I'm like, well, that's not gonna lead me to being happy.
What we were actually built for in successful relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like successful relationships that actually benefit the man and the woman. It's not like that anymore.
I just find
That's
that the more
relationships, I
just find that the more relationships people are in, the less likely they're going to have a committed relationship. Maybe I'm wrong. I just see that.
I agree.
In a way,
I agree.
I think your standards, when you sleep with multiple partners, I think people are easily bored because they're so used to having sexual pleasure, you know, sexual needs. And
you are literally right. It's not a theory. You are right, because there's actually been studies where it says a woman, for example, sleeps with multiple men. She literally goes batshit crazy simply because the very DNA that the man inserts in the woman's vagina, right, is actually taken as a part of her. You could actually look that up. Scientists have proven this now.
What's that about semen and females?
Semen, oxytocin, and vasopressin.
Okay, and it affects the woman's brain chemistry, right?
Yes.
I read about that. I haven't read it fully, and I don't remember the particulars because I read it long ago.
So why do you think, promiscuous sex went up, right? And all of a sudden marriage went down. Marriage rate, successful marriages went up, right? Unsuccessful marriages. And now a man's, let's say, lizard brain, or terms of, let's say, his biological imperative is to impregnate as much women as possible. That is a fact, alright? Yeah. That is a fact. No one could deny that, alright? So the very system of marriage is flawed simply because humans do not base their, their sexual preference off monogamy, but actually polygyny. Alright?
Oh, polygamy,
that's hands. Yeah, that's hands down a fact. The reason why
The
men
ancient world
and women
discouraged it. The ancient world discouraged it. Like ancient scholars,
Yeah.
Pythagoras comes to mind. It was discouraged because of sexual transmitted diseases, most of all, and the ancient world back then didn't understand how to prevent it. You know, there were ancient condoms, that kind of thing, but you know, we're talking ancient world here. And to
So,
prevent
yeah.
such measures, it was encouraged. The powers that be encouraged the populace to engage in monogamous type relationships to curtail the disease, you know, the sexual transmitted diseases. That's what marriage was designed for. Yeah, they add some religious elements to it, but ultimately it's just to quell the STDs. It's out of control now because people think, well, YOLO and all that crap, but what they don't realise is, if you get an STD, your health is compromised, especially herpes. Herpes, you cannot defend
Big
herpes. You cannot. Condoms, it don't make a difference. If you get sleep with a chick with herpes, your health will be fucked. Potentially.
Potentially, yep.
So
that's really that, like, in a nutshell regards to marriage. It's just because it's just, I just don't feel it's worth it, man. And here's the crazy thing is that I speak to guys, right? Like when I speak to guys about marriage and all this stuff, right? It's like, how can I explain it? It's like they're just dejected in a way when they speak about it. It's like, oh, you know, I got a good girl. It's just like, why do you sound so uncertain?
because they don't have any desires beyond the need for satisfaction from a woman. There are guys who just don't aim. They don't have lofty goals, you know. Like they don't aspire for something greater than what they have right now. Which in a way is good, because then there's some way that kind of thinking is good, because if you're thinking lofty goals, you're never going to be happy. But at the same time, you don't want to settle for shit.
No.
I don't care about procreating. I don't care about the continuance of my family line. And you know what? My family aren't unhappy about that, because there's reasons why.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
I haven't got stable income.
Yeah.
I had a stroke, and I'm not prepared to have another stroke again. I leave my kids without a dad, because it might have a detrimental effect on them. So all these factors,
right there.
yeah, that's all these factors in place. It's a huge gamble, and plus I look at how adding more humans in a first world country is affecting the environment. Because a human in a first world country are using a lot more resources than, say, someone in a third world country. We use technology, we use the internet, we use cars, automobiles, that kind of thing. Pollutes the air. I mean, London's the fucking traffic in London. Jesus Christ! And I'm not surprised people fall ill because of the pollution, air pollution, and all that. It's terrible. It's no wonder cancer rates are going exponentially high.
London, man.
Like busy cities, because pollution has a lot to do with it, like lung cancer and all that crap.
Yeah.
I'm just using examples here, but
I just got the 20th prestige. Holy shit. Just did it.
I don't know if you got something to say, Bakes, about this, about population and... Nope. Do you think there are too many people in this country? No, but I know you talk about like immigration and all that, Bakes, but do you feel like when it gets overcrowded, I think overcrowding a nation or a piece of land is going to cause a lot of problems. It's a fact. Scientists
it will. Yeah, it will.
Scientists talk about overpopulation a lot. It's nothing to do with left or right wing and all that. It's just a fact. Right, I'm doing a shooting range. Yep. I heard.
How weird is this?
So did you level up your shooting rank from using this shooting range pool? Oh, right, because there's someone saying leveling up shooting skill by doing the shooting range.
Very slowly crept up. So it has crept up.
Got it.
Now I gotta do, I don't know, 40
Ah, that's so weird. I'm actually
while playing, but
20 prestige now, man. Damn, I actually did it.
like I said, probably pretty obvious. But games that aren't obvious.
There is no more.
Such as I swam around for hours thinking that I was going to raise my I could have made so much money if I would have spent that time doing that thing. But I was just swimming around and swimming around and swimming around hoping that I would raise my and it just didn't. So yeah, who would have thought that diving and swimming around till you're almost out of breath would actually be what makes it fast. And who would have thought that golfing was a better way to raise your strength than punching people with scissors.
Whoopsie, whoopsie. Hmm. Another video. Instagram. Let's see. Lane Norton. Guys like Lane Norton say clean eating cannot. Okay, let's see what Mr. Bloodhouse saying here. Oh, okay, it's an old video. Man, Jason Bloodhouse really is the guy who's just keeping the fitness industry
I
alive,
laughed my
man.
ass off when I saw that Cali Muscle rap video he did. So do
Oh,
Glock 6
cool.
Glock 6. He did the gun thing. That's
Hard-
fuck. I was in stitches. I was thinking of you at the time. So what are you? I'd love to know what reaction you have over it. So Glock 6.
I was laughing. I was laughing my head off. Cause you know the thing is, yeah, is Cali. You know what annoys me about Cali Muscle, right?
Yeah, he's full of shit.
Is yeah, he's full of shit, man. And he's got like 1 million subscribers. I'm like, he literally bullshitted everyone for money. It was just like, wow. Yo, it's just tuna and ramen, man. That's
Yeah.
how I got big. Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah,
Keep
sure.
saying that, innit? This is just like the guys, and then there's like guys who just call him out, like Louis Marco. Like the thing is, with the fitness industry, I like listening to the OGs, because the reason why I listen to the OGs is because they're the ones who've been consistent. Like what's his name? Scooby.
Scooby's okay. I know
Scooby's a good dude.
he's okay, but I know he's a user. It's obvious, but he's alright.
Yeah, it's bait. But he
I
literally
felt
boosted
bad for him
information.
when he got stalked. I don't know if you know of that. I think that was pretty shitty. Him getting stalked.
That was, man. He's a cool dude, man. Then you got, who else is there? Scott Herman, but Scott Herman turned to the dark side like an idiot. Scott Herman didn't even realize what he was doing.
What's that?
You know,
Supplements.
because it's like, it wasn't even supplements. It's the fact that he joined in with a whole bunch of other dudes that were just chatting bullshit. For example, like Alpha Destiny, I don't even listen to that guy anymore, because that guy is a fraud. The guy's a fraud. That guy's a fraud, and I'm so stupid to listen to that guy. Oh man, Alpha Destiny is one of them. Who else is there? Was it Omar Yusuf? He's another OG who's now turned to dumb shit now. It's because they've run out of ideas. They have to bullshit the audience now to keep things going.
Yeah, that's alright, Paul. Play tomorrow if you want. I'm just having a little bit of fun with missions. Oh yeah, see you later, Rich. Yeah, Paul's going to be available tomorrow, I think. That's if you'll come on time. Alright, catch you later. It's alright, Paul, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Oh man, I need to watch this show.
Paul's talking to me through text. His mic battery died. I reckon he should get a Turtle Beach mic like us.
Yeah man, it's cheap.
It's
Probably
cheaper.
get it for a tenner now.
You can get it for like a tenner. It's probably the best mic I've ever used since
I have
ever.
to agree. I have to agree. It's durable. The sound comes out right.
Yeah.
It's never been broken. Like I remember back in the day when I had those Xbox 360 mics, but they were snapping left, right, and center. But these mics are decent. Like I have it for the whole time I've played PlayStation. That's the only mic I'm sure there was another mic.
Your car is the
I may have bought another mic beforehand because I bought a Turtle Beach.
Yeah.
So there must have been a mic before. But I don't know what that mic. It was the PlayStation default mic. That's it. You know the little air, like the little airhead, like it's
Yeah.
like an earbud, and then the mic is that's what was giving you the PlayStation. So, and then you gave me advice getting Turtle Beach, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I never looked back. I have to give you credit for that, man.
Thank you.
I don't know. How
It's
the
just
thing is now.
make sure if you do change your mind about going back to gaming, make sure you keep your Turtle Beach at least.
True. Or I could just give it to my nephew and let them hold that for a while. So they have like 2 Turtle Beaches, and then if they ever come back, but I know I won't be coming back.
I heard Cassidy.
Unless something.
Oh, sorry, I was just looking
Yeah,
at
go on.
YouTube.
No, go
I
on,
heard
go on,
Cassidy
go on.
Campbell got kicked out of a gym. He was flexing. He took down his. He took off his t-shirt, and he took. What did he do? Oh yeah, he took his trousers down. He was like showing off in the boxes in the mirror, and I think he got booted out of the gym. It's quite funny.
He does good, so he should. It's not because he wasn't in a bodybuilding gym. That's the thing. You have to be in 2 different. It depends what type of gym you're in.
Yeah,
If
it's
you're in a
commercial gym.
bodybuilding, if you're in a bodybuilding gym, that's fine. If you're in a commercial gym, it won't fly. It will not fly.
Right.
I've seen guys do some really stupid stuff, and I'm like, okay, I know what's coming for you now. So, that's the thing. Like, I like gyms. You have to be very careful, like in regards of houses. I would never step foot in a bodybuilding gym again because it's just even the facilities just wow.
Yeah.
So that's why I would prefer a commercial gym. Even a commercial gym, even a commercial gym is stupid, man. It's just people. That's why if I had the money, actually I do kind of have a home gym in my house, but there's just certain things that's missing. Like the perfect case scenario would be to replace the dumbbells with a barbell, but I don't have no space to do that.
Right.
So that would be it. Like if I have like a back garden. If I had a back garden, I know how I would do. I'll make a little tent, and then probably put barbells and shit in there, and that's probably how I would do the gym. And then probably put like a cardio machine in the house or something. That's very possible, as long as the whole back garden is yours, and you're not sharing it with your neighbor. And that will protect all the stuff from the rain and all that good stuff. Because you know what really, I'll tell you one embarrassing time, Ryan, when this is another thing that I hate about commercial gyms, right? Is there was a time where I gained a whole bunch of weight, right? And then I'm still losing it, but when I went down to the gym, the guy came up to I was literally on a rowing machine, right? This guy tapped me on the shoulder, right? I know he was just trying to be all nice and trying to help me and all that stuff, right? And he's like, I'm on a rowing machine. The guy taps me on the shoulder and he's like, hey, like, like he's trying to talk to me like if I'm some beginner, right? And I'm like, hi, and he's like, yeah, hi, there's this really nice book, you should get, and yada. I'm thinking, is this guy trying to sell him his book, trying to sell me his book, or is this dude generally trying to help me? I just can't tell the difference. I had to basically play along with it and said, yeah, I really like, I'll check out the book, yada yada yada, and like, what's the name of the book? And the thing is I don't have no like how can I explain it? No pen or paper to even remember the book. So by the time I went on Amazon, I wouldn't even remember what it was. So he went off, and then he actually tapped me on the shoulder. He said, "Oh look, I realized, damn, you're quite strong." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a qualified personal trainer." And he just gave me a look like I was chatting shit. So I'm like, "Okay." And he just walked off. Like those are the type of shit that annoys me in commercial gyms.
Yeah. Because if you don't
You know
look
what I
a
mean?
certain
It's
way,
just-
you're talking shit. You're not a personal trainer.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, cool. That's why I just would rather just. That's why I just rather just have my headphones and no one come and speak to me and just get on my workout. Man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to be like that in the past, where I used to speak to people, or whatever. But it's like you just come to a conclusion that yeah, it's not really worth it, man.
Yeah.
2 men try to throw man off Muni train. Okay. But yeah, that's like the thing with like gyms and that, man.
Yeah.
Like you have to pay. You literally, that's the price you have to pay to work at a commercial gym.
Right.
Or the thing you can do to avoid all that is to literally go to the gym first thing in the morning when it literally is about to open. When you do that, that's when you avoid all that bullshit. Like, for example, a gym opens at 6 AM in the morning. That's the time you gotta be there, where there's no bullshit. Because no one's waking up at 6 AM in the morning to go to no gym.
Nobody
Unless
bothers me when I
unless they
do
go to
deadlifts
work.
and all that. You know, and I'm pretty happy with my form. I'm not bending down or doing any of that wanky shit. I just get
That's good, man.
heavy deadlifts, what I can lift. Well, I do dumbbells at the moment because I can't have access to the barbell. Plus, most people use
I like
barbells.
dumbbells.
I like dumbbells. It's just dumbbells, just secondary. But, you know, if I can get access to a barbell, I'll use that. But at the moment, I'm happy with dumbbells.
The reason why I like dumbbells is, first off, you don't need a spotter. That's a big one. The spotter part is very attractive regarding the dumbbells, and also the equal distribution of weight in your hands when you're doing dumbbell exercises. That really, and the freedom of movement with dumbbells as well. That's the reason why I like it. But if I was to say the most optimal way would be a barbell. But the thing is I don't want to be the most optimal guy in strength. It doesn't really benefit me. Well, it benefits me, but it's just not worth it because I play like soccer. So it's like I'm not gonna look like an American footballer now, am I? Like, come on. Because that's what happens when you're benching 405 pounds on the bench and all this stuff. Like I know friends like that. I'm like, I don't need to lift that weight because it doesn't really support me.
I lift what makes me feel comfortable. If I had to compete, then yeah, I would definitely lift heavier, but I'm just comfortable with what I lift at the moment. The heaviest lifts I do are with dumbbells, with deadlifts, that's about it. I don't really go too heavy with other lifts. Dumbbell shrugs, I suppose, yeah, I go relatively heavy.
What you're doing is technically, I would say...
It's okay. I'm not, like I said, I don't really have a strict program with the kind of exercise that some days there was a day where I just fancy doing mostly cardio, so I do that. There are days where I just want to do half my time on cardio and then just lift some weights, and then I do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. That's it, man. Just do what you feel best is in the gym, because it's really about preference in the gym. You know,
I can't afford to go every day, unfortunately, because, well, it's just, you know, bus money for one, and it's just time, and there are other things that I'm doing. But I do make an effort.
Yeah,
but I also home train as well, so I don't necessarily go to the gym very often. But if I do want to go to the gym often, I will probably go to the new one opening up in Bemi. Like there's going to be like a 5-10 minute walk at best, so that ain't going to take me long.
That's your best bet.
That's my best bet.
That's your best bet. Closer to the gym, the better.
Paul was a bit sad about it, but I'm like, if it's closer to me, I'm not gonna like.
Exactly.
So
I've been in your situation before. There was a time where I had to travel from Oh, it's no point in me. Right, let's just say it's a train ride that is about an hour from
Yeah.
my house. Right, well technically around the hour, right? And I used to train another friend, and the thing was is he kind of let me down because
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
I've invested a lot of time on him, right? Regarding
Yeah,
like
you know,
personal
people.
training and all that stuff. Like, so do you know what? I really want to lose weight, yada yada yada, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, keep going. Try walking through. There was even, you know, like there was a pro bodybuilder and that, and I tried to help him, and it's just like you're like you say, oh, you know, no, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, and I'm like, well, why are you still overweight then? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, the fat cells don't lie, bruh. You know what I mean? And then there was a time where he was losing it, so it's like that's on you, bruh. Like, I can't help you, I can't do anything. So at a time I just had to say, you know what, let me just cut ties with it. But I had to do it in a way where I wasn't hurting his feelings, because he's actually a good dude. But it's just like, what can I do? You know, like, and my mum saw the effect it had on me. For example, guess what happened? Like, he came and he basically had diabetes. After that, he had diabetes, man.
Oh, shit.
And that mess, you don't understand, that messed me up so much, man. It made me
Sorry
feel
about
so
that.
much like shit.
Is that the
That's
guy in the
cool,
video?
man. Yeah,
Oh,
pretty much. Yeah,
I like him. He's cool.
he's a fun dude, but it's like, you understand, like, I was absolutely in tears, right? Because I was like, yeah, I don't know, like, I couldn't really do shit.
Yeah.
So it was like, man, you know what? In a way, I'm not a selfish person, but now I have to actually start looking at myself now. Because it's like, you try and help people out, and they just flipping screw you over. It's not that I know, and the thing is, I come to a point where I know the
He
right
ultimately
people to
screwed
help.
himself. Sorry
Yeah.
to say.
That's
I'm-
literally it, because it's like you've got a dude who knows the shit, bro. You're not even paying for it. You know what I'm saying? I actually did this for free because I said, hey, I actually like working out with this guy, and I could actually help this dude out. You know, it's like, and I'll tell you what I got him to do it was very simple. All right, I didn't make it complex, right? I just said, hey, you know what? And there was other people in the gym giving him bullshit advice, and I literally had to debate these dudes, and just literally get them to shut the hell up, right? He was around me, and he realized that there was people chatting shit, because I was actually pointing him towards the right information that's been proven and facts, right? So he know I went on that bullshit. So basically what I got him to do was I got him to do full body compound movement training, because I know he's only in the gym for about 2 to 3 times a week. And I got him to do cardio. And I told him, look, I can't be with you for the whole week, so you need to start doing some activity outside of the gym.
Right.
Alright, so what he did is he had his bicycle, he started riding, he was doing some great stuff. But the thing was, what I realized was, I know he's screwing himself over because it's his eating habits, and I can't, because I'm not a qualified nutritionist. I told him this straight. Because I'm not a qualified nutritionist, I can't tell you what you can and what you can't eat. The thing I can tell you is the quantities, or I could come to you and say, what foods do you like? That's the only way I could go by it, because a personal trainer doesn't have the ability to give diet plans or things of that nature. Alright, so when I see these people on YouTube giving out diet plans and they're not actually qualified nutritionists, I'm like, how are no one suing these guys yet?
Yeah.
Or how is no one clocking onto this? So it's like, that's why if you even noticed in the time when I was on YouTube, when I was like talking some fitness stuff, I wasn't telling anyone about diets. I was telling them, look, you could say in context, okay, 1 ingredient foods. That's not telling them what they can or can't eat. It's just in context of the food. You catch how that works?
Yeah.
There's certain things you can't say. So it's like, with him, it was like, I was trying to help the dude, and I was trying to like, hey, look, like, and this was for like going on for like years, man, like 2 years maybe, or even more. And I just had to cut ties. And then you have these next idiots who are trying to come in and say, yo, I want to come to the gym and train, and I'm like, you ain't serious. Like for him, I admit he was taking it serious, but he wasn't taking it serious enough in terms of nutritional stuff. All right, and I was trying to make it so easy for me, he just wouldn't do it, bro. There's nothing I could do. So what I've come to this conclusion where I'm a qualified personal trainer. Even if a friend comes to me, right, I'm just gonna have to consider, hey, like if you want to train with me in the gym, that's all good. But don't ask me for these long-term plans and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I understand.
that's why I had to basically. That's why I just had to basically say, because it's like when you're training, there's only one thing I know, right, that is seriously messing up my personal training game, right, and that is trying to find research in long-term diet adherence.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I've tried to tell these personal trainers, you do not know. If you do not know about long-term diet adherence, then you have no business training some of these people, because you are basically setting them up for failure.
Right.
That's what most of personal trainers are doing, right? That's why you see personal trainers, that's why you see someone come, right, they lose weight and they put it back on. Why? Because you didn't set them up for long-term diet adherence. That's literally the key, right? And now I know the long-term diet adherence, right? And that happened through experimentation.
Right.
And there's two ways of doing long-term diet adherence, and this is something that can help you lose weight or gain weight. It doesn't matter which side it is. Right? So there's two ways you can have long-term diet adherence. Is put in within the calories you're eating, you gotta eat something called discretionary calories, which is foods that is not healthy, or foods that you crave, or foods that you like. You need to put that in your diet so that you never stray off it. And that's something I've tried that is working. Alright, another way you could do it, which I don't even recommend for guys, is go 100% clean. That is probably one of the worst ways to do it, simply because what happens
hi Mad
is...
Sorry, go on.
So that's cool. What happens is you're gonna be in a situation where there's gonna be food that you know you can't eat, and then it creates something called food anxiety.
Yeah.
Alright? And what food anxiety happens is that certain emotions and certain chemicals in your brain starts telling you, oh snap, I need to eat a whole bunch of food. And you could be eating 1,000, 5,000 calories, even 10,000 calories.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I just, sorry to interrupt you, I just want to say something about Shanghai. Yeah, oh, you're good, man. Yeah, I saw your video on Proper Pill. Not keen on the fucker. I haven't interacted with him in a while, and I don't intend to do it in the future. I do appreciate what you're doing to help the MGTOW community on YouTube. I'm just pretty much done with it now. You know, with certain figures like trying to harass me and shit. I just like, that was the last straw for me. And if they're gonna involve kids, I'm out of that fucking community. I ain't gonna miss it. So I'm just doing like video games for the time being until it gets cleaned up properly and I feel safe to go back on making these kind of videos again. But I don't know, Mad Shanghai, it's just like, you say stuff and people don't absorb it. I know you're not a monk, and that's fine. I've got plenty of non-monk friends, you know, sexually active and all that's fine. And I know you work, so you don't have to answer to anyone. That's fine. I don't know, it's just like, I just don't like how channels profit from male suffering, and it's essentially blood money. I just think it's unethical and wrong. You're just preying on impressionable young men, feeding them a pack of lies, and it's just not needed. I mean, if you're going to promote, men rights, why don't you promote charities, that kind of thing? Like, just say, donate to this charity. If you like my videos, I'd like you to donate to such and such men's charity, like for depression and shit like that, or raise a campaign for like men's charities if they're like suffering from mental health issues, that kind of shit. But I don't see much of that happening. That's my beef with the current MGTOW community. But yeah, go on, Jess.
Yeah, that's all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Yeah, the diet adherence part is the hardest part of all. Like, literally, this is the whole thing. Like, you know how you got this whole obesity problem around the whole world, right?
Yeah.
That is the problem right there. Long-term diet adherence. If you got the whole world to understand long-term diet adherence, alright, there would be no obesity on this earth.
Yeah.
There would almost be no obesity on this earth.
Mm.
So the reality is even if you're bulking or you're cutting, once you know that, right, and you know this is the long-term solution, and you could do it for the rest of your life, you're gonna destroy everyone in your path in the gym.
Yeah.
Period. Because that's literally it. Regarding, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, good night, Paul. I'll see you
matter.
tomorrow. He's just sent me a text. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably see him at the gym tomorrow if I'm lucky. I'll send him a text message tomorrow. I might go to the gym after my work errands tomorrow.
So that's literally it there. Like, even it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be about building muscle. It could even apply to your goals.
I'll tell you what worked for me dieting wise. Don't know if you approve or not. It's okay. I find what works for me best is cutting fat intake. That's it. Just cutting out.
Help.
That's it. That's just it. I do eat bread. I do eat rice. I'm not. I like rice. I like bread. I like bananas because that's where I get my energy from. I eat pasta for breakfast. You know, I eat like some low-fat pasta and all that. Milk only skimmed, proper skimmed. Like I said, I cut down my fat. Hasn't compromised my strength. Hasn't compromised my stamina or anything like that. In fact, it improved it.
Yep.
Just by lowering my fat intake.
Because when you lower your fat content, your protein goes up and your carbs go up almost instantly because of the micronutrients compensation. So the reason why it works for you is because when you take away fat, you've taken away 9 calories per gram.
Yeah.
Alright. And you've basically moved to 3 to 4 calories per gram. So the calorie content goes down. Yeah. And the energy and your protein sparing muscle goes up. Yeah. So that's why it works for you. So that's a very smart way to go about it. Like, because the reason
I could go beyond, I suppose, with the plant-based diet. I could go beyond. I don't even hate plant-based diets at all. I'm not anti, but I just don't think it's necessarily natural to a human diet.
It's not.
Darren Ryder's. I like Darren Ryder, but he seems to be like obsessed with fucking having abs and shit. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. He just seems to be obsessed with having abs and that kind of thing. He's a cyclist, that's fine, but I just don't.
I'll tell you, I got a feeling why he's obsessed is because the lower the body fat you are, the most, well, not always the case, it depends on what type of spectrum you're at. As the lower the body fat you are, the better you perform. That's just pretty much a fact in regards to that. But if you go too low, that's where the problem lies. Yeah. Like 3-4% body fat as a natural is a no-no. 5% is definitely a no-no.
Yeah. Like, oh, Bakes, I forgot you were here. How are you doing with the club thing? You were like organizing your club or something, like your nightclub on GTA Online. How's that going? Oh, cool. I'm just trying to think how increase my stamina and what does strength do exactly on this game? I can't remember. It does somewhat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it's something to do with health, or you know how much damage you can take. I can't remember. Yeah. I'm just running around to boost the stamina. It's going bit by bit, but it's a bit slow. I can't wait to do the heist tomorrow, though. It's a shame that we couldn't do any. Because, Mark had to jump out. Because he's girlfriend-centric. Are you doing trophies for GTA 5? I don't need the plat, but I'm happy to help you with it. I already got... Oh yeah, Shemi Free, have you got my guide? Okay, alright. Yeah, just check the guide and, or use your Mac. Use your Mac, and then just use it as a reference from a Mac. It's quite handy. And then you know which trophies are missable and which aren't, and you know how to acquire them, blah 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 blah. GTA 5... What's that? I know, but I've got you, I sent you a guide with all the trophies listed and how to acquire them. Okay. Okay. Well, it's just me alone. Right.
Jason Blow.
He's brilliant. I fucking love him.
I love him, man. I love him. Glock City, Glock City.
Yeah, the only thing shit about his advice is his fucking cardio. That's about it.
Yeah.
I can understand him being like, he's got mobility problems and all that. He's a strong fucker, but I wish he could like do some cardio. He would benefit loads from it. He would lean out better, quicker anyway.
He would. The thing with him, he said many more times that he's genetically disposed to obesity. I know, like, well, he basically has a big appetite, right? Like there is even in his defense, right? I can understand what type of problem he's having, and it's basically he has an insulin problem.
Mm-hmm.
Where his food, when he eats food, like certain types of food, he reacts to it in a really messed up way, right? And it's basically a biological problem he has in his body. I've read it up about it, right? He ain't making it up, right? So say for example he eats, say, white bread, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna trigger him off to eat more of that bread. And no matter what he says in his mind, it cannot be stopped, because a imperative in the human body cannot be overridden by the mind. That's what's going on with Jason Blaha. Right? Because I've listened to his videos since he was all the way up in flipping Cheltenham at one point when he was lifting here in Gillingham and that. So the thing is he still has that problem, and it sucks. It sucks. I know what he's going through, because I know certain individuals who kind of had that problem, but he has it like 3 or 4 times worse.
Yes.
So if I was to say to if I actually met Jason Blaha in person, the thing that would really help him is intermittent fasting, hands down.
Yeah.
Intermittent fasting would help him out. High intensity interval training will help him out.
I never did any kind of fasting.
Huh?
I never did any kind of fasting.
Fasting is amazing, man, but I don't. It's really dependent on the person. That's the thing. Like, it's really dependent. Like, if you're doing fine now, you may not necessarily need it. If you don't have like a high appetite, you may
I haven't
not
weighed myself in a while, but my neck seems slim enough. There's hardly any fat on my neck, or I don't have a double chin or anything like that, so I'm okay.
Yeah, so you're all good, man. So it's just you gotta do is just be consistent with the training, and you seem to be doing that. And the thing is, you got the right kind of balance with it. Like, I know sometimes you go out for a walk and things like that. That's really good.
Aesthetics is the least of my concerns. It's just all about strength health and strength. That's about it.
Strength and health. Yeah. If you want to
It's
get
helped with
stronger,
it's helped with my gardening work as well. I mean, I lift if I lift heavy stuff, I don't have to suffer from back problems or anything like that. I had to lift like big stone pillars, like to place the, plant jars. My family can't do it, so I do all the heavy lifting and shit. Because my old man's got back problems. He's got sciatica or something like that.
I never heard of that.
I'll look it up and I'll send you the spelling. But he's got problems and all that, so it's a good thing I'm around just to help him out, really. Because we're doing the garden at the moment. It helps.
Weight training help a lot of people, man.
Yeah. And plus, I'm not gonna say no to steroids. If I want to dabble in it, it'll be like proper low dose if I wanted to. But I don't have that desire.
TRT would be the only thing I would consider.
Yeah,
that's
same.
the only thing.
TRT,
testosterone replacement therapy. It's a no-brainer. Considering the amount of things that a man has to basically take in regards of what is actually reducing the testosterone. For example, the environment.
I'll probably ask my
BPA.
GP about that. My general practitioner about the TRT replacement. Yeah, TRT. Testosterone replacement therapy.
You may not need it, but when you check,
I could always ask about it. It's gonna hurt the doctor.
It won't hurt you. Well, what tends to happen is around after 40 is the time where you have to look into that, because I think the muscular system declines at 1% after each year.
Yeah.
So basically TRT declines. TRT basically stops that plus lifting. But people sometimes don't even need TRT. They just need to keep staying in the gym, and their testosterone levels will actually go up, or to stay similar, to stay the same, because they've basically worked at it. It's all dependent. It's all dependent on the person. But TRT is something I would definitely look into, especially when you get into an older age. And sometimes even the NHS will prescribe that for free, I heard, depending on your situation.
Right.
So it makes complete sense to take TRT. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Any other drug, nah. Like, I would not take anything else. Because I've looked at all the the effects. There was even a little course I had to do on I think it was being aware of people being on in performance enhancing drugs.
By the way, I'm going to ask you some questions, but I'm not going to ask names because we don't want to get into any legal trouble, especially on YouTube. Let's just talk about your associate, Mr. X. We'll just call him Mr. X for now. What kind of you probably know who I'm talking to, because you did a video with him, Mr. X, a while back. I know who you Well, what kind of anabolic steroids do you think Mr. X is taking? Because you probably know a bit more about the type of steroids that most bodybuilders and strength trainers use than I do, to be honest. What do you think Mr. X is taking?
Probably test and flipping clenbuterol, bro.
HGH? Possibly.
It's those mixtures. Those are the type of things they use. Because
you have a lot of friends who are gas heads.
Yeah. So, for example, what clenbuterol does is I think it thins the water in the skin.
Right.
So you have this like shrink wrapped effect where it looks like it's almost photoshopped, alright? And basically allows you to burn fat as well, right? Which you don't want to be messing with that. There's DMP, which is absolutely killer, which basically is something that speeds up your metabolism but absolutely burns your insides if you're not careful. Literally, I had to learn this stuff to be aware of the signs. That if there is certain people that lie to me and come to me, oh, you know, I am natty and all this bullshit, right? And basically you look out for these type of signs so that you don't even get yourself in legal trouble, you know? So, because, like, for example, there's, like, naturals, like, for example, the so-called fake natties, they're around there, even in flipping, they look for personal trainers, and they're like, you know, it's madness, bro. So, what other ones is there? There's Winstrol as well. All these type of drugs, man, like, they literally, there's some courses out there where they have to aware you of people who take certain like anabolics so that you just know that.
What about the smart drugs?
This is guys. Psalms.
Smart drugs, you know, this making you more cognitively aware. Like, I know that there are athletes who take
you mean
drugs.
nootropics?
Nootropics, yeah. I know that university students with a bit of money from mummy and daddy buys them, and that's how they do well at exams and all that. That's why.
And there's something called kratom as well.
Oh.
Yeah, those two people, I haven't, like, I know what they do, but I haven't been like told to be aware of that stuff because it's very hard to trace. So you have to. The thing with that is it's literally because it's kind of obvious to tell if someone is on something. For example, you know, veins, the vascularity in the veins where they're just too big. Alright, that's a strong one. You could know the difference. For example, the cap shoulders, like when I mean by cap, I mean like 3D delts where they look really stupidly out of proportion with certain.
Oh, well done, Bake.
Certain things. Another strong example of someone who's on stuff is someone who is not very strong but is very, very big. That is a very, very, and if they're at a low body fat, that is a very strong indicator that someone is on something.
Okay. Like
I could go into a gym and I could look at someone and say, okay, I know you're natural, and I know you're on the gas. It's so once you will get trained with the eye and to know that these certain individuals is so blatantly obvious.
Well,
and
plus it's very legal to use. It's legal to use in the United Kingdom. It's just acquiring it. Yeah,
but the thing with that is, like, no offense to certain people who like take that stuff. Like, if you're like someone who's not even a pro, right? You've got no business taking that stuff. You really don't have no business. Like,
I know, but it's what makes the dealers the money. People want to look good at a nightclub, especially women. Women want to lose a bit of weight, and I know they do take some male hormones to lean out and stuff, you know.
The thing with women, right, is the thing with like the women who train in the gym and that, right, is
it's always about the ass.
So, nah, it's not just that. It's just they're so, like, you could blatantly see the differences between how a male trains and a female trains, right? And the funny thing is like they still have this myth, right, in their head that if they train like a man, right, in regards to training, like, oh, if I do full body compound movements and I get stronger, I am going to look like a man. No.
Nope.
No. It doesn't work like that. And it's like you try to explain it to them, and it's just a fair, innit? Like, for example, the way I know is I got a book from it's like this Chinese personal trainer in America. I was interested in her book, right?
Oh yeah.
And then I thought it was marketed towards everyone, and then I clocked it was actually marketed towards women, and I felt like an idiot. But the thing was, with that book, it was interesting because I actually saw an insight in terms of how women train.
Yeah.
And the training is so different. It's not even funny, the differences. That's why there's certain this is why, like, certain personal trainers will be like, they won't have a clue how to train female clients, because it's like, okay, it's a woman, so the only difference with a woman is that she has a vagina and a man has a penis, and the woman has less testosterone, and the woman, the woman has less testosterone and the man has more testosterone. It's a lot more deeper than that. So it's just like, damn, like you have to train two clients in two different ways. And if they start getting fearful that, I'm gonna look like a man and all this stuff, right? It's gonna be a difficult training session.
They ain't gonna look like men now, because they seem to think that they see the women bodybuilders, and they don't realise that they're taking drugs to look like that.
Oh, they don't realise that.
No.
They don't.
Because
it's like
physically impossible for women to look like that naturally. Unless by some mere chance that they're genetic freaks. Which is highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely. And that's really the story, and that's some of the reasons why you see a lot of fat chicks in the gym.
Yeah.
Is because if I told a chick, hey, do you know that your body would actually look better if you did bench press, shoulder press, squat, deadlift, rows, all those good movements, and I told you to do that, they would be scared, because they think, oh, I'm gonna look like a man now. But the thing is that very fair is what's stopping them from getting the physique they want.
Yeah.
that's the reason why women don't get to where they want to get to in terms of their physique goals. It's that stigma, and that's what stops them from getting the bodies they truly desire. It's kind of sad, but it's just like, hey, you gotta take the leap. Because I remember there was a time where I was afraid of using barbells, and boy was I wrong. Barbells were fun to use, man.
I like using barbells. It's just I never was using. In fact, I might ask advice for you on bench presses. I might try to focus on a bit.
Ask me now,
bench or floor. I just use a floor. I always go for a floor for some reason. I just prefer the floor.
What do you want from the bench press?
Yeah, I could lift a bit more, but not too much. I just how many sets actually? If I do lift heavy, how many reps do you recommend? I was gonna go, if I'm gonna lift heavy, probably at least 4 or 5.
Perfect. Sets, you could go 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I stick to 3. I stick to 3. Like,
I tend to go 3 or 4 with certain exercises. 4 if I'm triceps. I enjoy doing tricep exercises. I can lift the whole thing at my. I do tricep pull downs. I can lift the whole fucking thing at my gym. So.
That's because you're strong. That's because you're strong in compound movements. When you get strong at compound movements, you'll notice your isolation movements are a lot more easy to do.
I do a lot more compounds than I do isolation. The only isolations I do is just tricep pull downs or skull crushers. It all depends. It all depends on my time and stuff, you know. Tricep pull downs a bit more convenient than skull crushers. I'm not against skull crushers, but I do them in a weird way where it doesn't impact my elbows. I think I do the rip toe method. I looked it up. I do follow the Jason Blaha method of doing skull crushers. I prefer those.
And I call it the Jason Blaha effect.
Yeah.
Where? Yeah. So that's good, man. At least you're getting. At least you have like siphoned through all the bullshit before it got to you. Cause trust me, before I had started training and stuff, the amount of bullshit I had to wake up from was not even funny. It's just, it's pain, bro. It's like being red pilled but in fitness. Like literally, you're red pilled in fitness right now.
Cool.
There's people out there in the gym doing stuff because of bodybuilding magazines and all this stuff. It's just so painful to watch. Like, was it the 8 rep range? Oh, you know, you've got to do 8 to 12 rep range for maximum muscle growth. It works, don't get me wrong, it works. But the thing is with the 8 rep range, what happens is when you do more reps, you actually are putting yourself at more risk of injury, especially if you're like at a heavier weight. There's a fact, because if your muscle is going into failure, all right, form is gonna break. You got to remember, the more reps you do, remember your form is breaking when you're doing more reps. So when you get to say 8 or 12 reps and you're trying to push into failure, I don't even train to failure, to be honest. Like, majority of the times I really do. Alright, is when I get into a situation where you're in, say, for 8 to 12 rep range, right, what happens is you keep going. Yes, the lactic acid starts building up in your muscles and all that good stuff, and then you get to failure. But the thing is you actually put yourself at risk of injury, because the higher the reps, the breaking of the form, and then the breaking of the form, the higher the risk of injury. So that's why I stick between, if it's compound movements, 1 to 5.
Hey, what took you so long to call?
1 to 5 rep range is fine, because if you could build enough strength, you could build hypertrophy as well. Alright? So say for example I do an isolation movement, alright, that would be around, I would actually keep it low volume. I would actually go from, this is just preference by the way, I'm not saying it's optimal, but you can do it that way, it does work, is you could do 8 reps and actually 2 sets on isolation movements, as long as you're going up in rate, or just stay at a weight that you feel comfortable with. And what you'll realize is your strength goes up and your form breaks less. That's the key. Once you get your form, once your form is improved in heavier weight, you start building motor engrams in your movements, and your form becomes very, very good as you get heavier and heavier into the weight. Because if you start doing all these reps and you're at a lower weight, or you're even at a higher rate, what happens is your form starts to break. You don't want your form to break. If your form breaks, that's when injuries start to happen. That's why I never ever had injuries in the gym, because I knew that. That's the thing, I knew that, because of knowing that form is literally key to stay out of injury. I've never had an injury in the gym, period, because of that. The only injuries I ever had was because of football. That's really the only times I had injuries. So that's literally literally what I told you there was the key to stay injury free through the rest of your life. That's how you do it.
Oh, Bakes, how do you buy a bicycle in this game? I just want to buy a bicycle. What's the name of the website? Oh, Pan's Massage. Oh, I found it. It's alright. I'll just get a BMX.
I'd hit cardio, especially if you're trying to improve your fitness. Hit cardio is one of the best for that. Definitely. The difference is just so so transparent. It's just wow. Hit cardio is amazing.
Oh yeah, you can get a trophy base on GTA 5 Online if you rob from every store available. You know you've done it. You know you've done it if they are all ticked. What time is it now? Oh, I better go to bed in a minute.
4 minutes to midnight.
I'm gonna broadcast here.